Hi, welcome. We are the 1st of December. Oops, wrong button. Ctrl-Alt-T, not R. So we are working on 1912.15, and this is the first, which means normally that we get a new ArcoLinux ISO. And as you know, ArcoLinux is based on ArcoLinux, and we have a separate project that's called carli. So with a Ctrl-Alt-G, well, let's Google, let's see what Google finds already. Just carli, probably something totally strange. Let's have a look. So, all kinds of fun stuff. Carli, great, right? Name the origin. All better. Block is okay, right? Carli, let's see if Linux helps. Carli, look at that. Carli and carli, probably pretty close. So, not thing yet. ArcoLinux, carli, and then we get first hits from ArcoLinux here, and scripts. Not really anything in the title, so it still needs to find it, but it's on the ArcoLinux ISO. So we have this menu up here that's going to say carli and carli 1 and carli 2. So we're working with stages. We're building up an ISO from scratch, and you could go ahead and see what we did here. So it's a story. Follow the story. So this is the first thing we did, the second, the third, fourth. And if there is something major happens to our GitHub, because in the end it's a GitHub somewhere, we are going to make a second GitHub with another name. So we still can trace what we changed. So this is carli 2, but then 2 articles for it. So today it's the first, and carli is built upon the ISO of ArcoLinux. So we actually have the same ISO. That's where we start. The first thing is get Arch ISO and compare. And so this is the comparison video. Did they change anything to their system? And we're not referring to references, numbers, versions, not important. A version is okay, right? It's normal that it updates, but we should check out if there are other packages. So how do you do that? You download your ArcoLinux ISO from the ArcoLinux website. I did it with the torrent, and I double click this one. It gets booted, mounted, and then you go up here and you see the package list. So this is what's actually on the ISO. Without installing anything, I can just take a look and see what's on here. So this is Arch. Okay, double click, and this is the long list of all the Lego blocks, like I like to call it, is the ones that are going to be put on our system. Now, what we need to do is compare these 266 packages to our own carli, right? And if this last bit is different, I don't care about the last bit because it's the version, but all the rest should be the same. We should have 266 packages. All right, how do I check that? I'm gonna open the new window. I have a Arco get started script, and you can check it out and reuse the code. I definitely say reuse the code, not just run the code. And it's called ArcoLinux. Let's see, where is it? ArcoLinux B, the carli. Here it is. Sorry, the carli. So you can get these codes in, and it says very simply, get all ArcoLinux carli gits. That's it. I just need to run that. That's how I organize my life. And if you want to join me in using and reusing my scripts, great. So I have now carli 1, carli 2, and obviously I'm gonna use carli 2 to compare. So this is a small folder, and the result is an ISO. And you can start using ArcoLinux, because this is actually still pretty much ArcoLinux. We haven't changed a lot to it yet. So the idea of carli 2 is to make our own operating system at the end. And I'm thinking about Plasma, since I need to learn more about Plasma. It's definitely worth it, and it's quite complex. So that's my win-win for the story. I share my knowledge and I learn more about Plasma. Okay, so Carly 2, where's the ISO? There is no ISO. I have to build one. So okay, the only way to build one is actually, so I suppose, to build one, right? And it says here, build. Maybe we should have we written something in here in the README? Just ArcoLinux ISO Carly 2. So no way how to build it, but it says clean up, it says git. These guys are for maintenance of the GitHub, so unimportant. Pacman, the packages we're going to install. You could actually compare this one with this one. Not gonna be 100% correct, because this one, and that's the misery, the unfortunateness, this is alphabetically, right? You see it alphabetically, and ours isn't. So that's gonna be, well, it's more, it is and it isn't. And it only has 80 packages, so it will not be the same. I need to build it to compare it. That's basically the message. So building, let's make some mistakes. I'll just build sh. What has happened? Oh, it says, okay, this script must be run as root. Okay, so sudo, and then build sh mk arch iso command not found. So you wanted to, you want to run something and it's not there. So we've not, it's still a very basic installer. It's still the original Arch ISO installer. If you use ArcoLinux B and you build it, I've added a lot of code in there to avoid things like this. So it says actually this one. That's what it says. You forgot to install Arch ISO. Okay. Let's do that. You don't have to do this if you already ran one of my scripts to build an ISO, then it's installed. And off we go. Like so. And it's going through the motions. So this thing, all this information is actually coming from somewhere else. No development on our part. User, share, Arch ISO, configs, relang. Compare this guy with the one from Carly 2. It's pretty much the same. About comparing, I just wanted to had a what if, you know me, I had a what if. And just include quickly, what's the difference between this one and that one? Don't want to see the same, just want to see the difference. The README won't be important, and this we are working at this point in time, so we are building at this point in time. So it's normal that there's a work folder there, so that's not the difference either. What's different is that we've added this line, group, change group for root. Wait a moment, this is Carly 1, that's Carly 2. That's strange. I would assume this to be Carly 2 and that to be Carly 1. So this is a, well, this is a code. This is one line, there's another line, and here it's 2 commands in one line. So I'll have to check why that is. Anything else? That's basically it. Okay, fine. Clean up. Just get rid of the hashtag here and the packages. Extra packages since changed base, etc. And we've added some packages here from Carly 1 to Carly 2. Remember the big change in well, last month. Lots of things. We had to add nano and other things. So, and this is me working on figuring out what we needed. So that's why we have this green bunch up here. But these guys have found their way in other places. So just to give an example, this guy is actually standing now here, right? So that's okay. Difficult to compare this one, but I still know what I did. We are already creating a ISO. Isn't it nice? It's fast, right? Yeah. We'll see if we need the carli too. I'm a bit surprised for the build sh there, the group thing. Maybe I've changed in the wrong carli. That's probably what happened. Let's pause here and come back when it's built. Just when I was going to pause, poof, there he is. We only have 639 packages, or megabytes, sorry, on our ArcoLinux 2019-1201 ISO. So rather than installing it, downloading it. So this guy, and that guy is actually, well, pretty much the same. Let's see, let's hope, right? So let's go back to carli 2. There's an out, and in the out, there is an ISO. You can burn the ISO, you can boot from it. And in my case, I'm gonna compare. And I'm gonna learn. Are there things changed? Do I need to change carli? Is there a carli 3 coming up, right? So you see all these lines. And here I see something with an extra line here somewhere. Lib edit, no, where is it? Ah, this is the one. This is, let's see, this is Arch. So the left one has Arch and the right one is carli. So I guess we do need one because libatomic ops is added to the ArcoLinux packages. So that's how we analyze, that's how we learn as well that ArcoLinux decided to put that package on their ISO. And that's it. So all these lines are horizontal. You see they're all okay. This is version 1, this is version 2, etc. Right? So everything is horizontal. And at some point in time you say, hey, that's not horizontal at all. And then there is a new line in here. So I need to add libatomic ops to the system, to the ISO build. So I'll make a carli 3 and we'll discover a new ArcoLinux installation script. So there are different ways to install ArcoLinux. Of course, ArcoLinux will say do it the Arch way, and that's fun too. But there are also, well, these installers. And Calamaris is a graphical one, but there are other installers out there, and we are going to make a nice collection of them here. So the Arch installers, there are lots of things on there and in the world. The Arch and Anarchy Linux Arch-Fi or ArcoLinux fast installer. So that's next up. But first, I'll create a number 3. All right.